we've got stuff going on here at the homestead. Zach's over there, he's weed eating. I'll show you what he's weed eating around here in just a minute. I've got little people, I should say little peeps. They're getting ready to go to their new little home. Let me get over the fence, there we go. I fell the other day going over a fence. I didn't take the gate, all right, I didn't take the gate. So I ended up, that was a couple trips to the chiropractor to get that one adjusted. So anyways, we have got their little enclosure here. They've got a little coopy coop, got their water. I've got their food in here with them. So they are graduating from the brooder today out to here. So I'm going to go ahead and get them out so they can get on the ground for the first time. So give me just a second. I think they're getting the hang of it. So what we've got over here, we've got a mixture. It's just kind of a barnyard mix for all of them but 4. We've got 19 of the barnyard mix, and it could be Americana, it could be Starbright, Olive Acres, it could be a Dominique, it could be, what else do we have over there? Easter Acre, Dominique, Olive Acre, Starbright. And there's a couple others that I've got as well. I can't remember right offhand. It's just a barnyard mix, right? And those are our layers. Those take care of all of the eggs and everything. So one thing we wanted to get started on the farm is copper marans. And so I had a copper maran, a couple splashes, and that was from Head Family Farms, from Jacqueline and Zach. And then Zach, our son, he got some that he hatched out, and there's a couple of them. So when we went the other day to TSC, we were like, oh, look, they've got baby chicks. And so we started looking at the baby chicks, and there was 4 of them that we picked up that were the Midnight Majestic. And so now we've got some copper marans now that we are growing out here, and that's the 4 dark ones. So now we've got some copper marans that are going to be a part of the flock. We've got 1 splash, 2 of the actual copper marans, and then we've got 4 of the Midnight Majestic that's going to be growing out now over here with these guys. When we get ready to move the fencing and everything back here in the next little bit, then we're going to have one area for just copper marans so that they'll be able to stay together. We'll be able to keep going on those, and they'll be able to just have copper maran eggs. That's our goal. So anyways, oh, squabble in the chicken yard. Okay, now that we've got this done and these little guys out on ground, we're going to go ahead and get busy on something else. We've got exciting things going on over here, as you can see, but we'll let somebody else tell you about that here. Hey, what you up to today?
Oh, I'm getting ready to expand the nursery. Got to build another shade house structure here, so I got to prep the area. I already got it kind of cleared out. I had clutter everywhere. You know how that goes.
I totally know how that goes.
Yeah, so anyhow, now the clutter's over here, so don't show that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Understand.
Oh, and over there, look at all that clutter, man. Oh, man.
I won't show that.
No, don't show that.
I know.
Oh, man.
But it's looking better. You're getting more.
Well, you know, it's all
room.
progress, and there's only so many hours in the day.
Yep, and when you work full-time jobs and
Yep, so
overtime and everything else.
Trying to keep plants alive along the way, so.
Yep, absolutely. But guys, look at all of the plants he's got here. Pretty awesome. Plus he's got a whole shade house full of plants as well. Oh, I spy hydrangeas. Nice.
Yeah, I got about 6 or 7 different varieties of hydrangeas.
Okay.
The limelights right there.
Which you know I love those.
Yeah.
So I'm going to snag some of those when my office is ready.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, what we doing now? You're getting ready to mow
Ready to
this?
mow, and I've got like a low spot, like a dip, like right here. I can pull that fabric back there, then fill it in, level it in, so it's, you know, somewhat level at least, and
Yep.
then put fabric down and keep going.
Sounds like a plan. Are you going to till it up with the tractor? Or?
No.
Okay.
No, just gonna put the fabric right down. Keep the ground a little more solid that way.
True
Oh,
story.
get your dog out of my plants.
Daisy May. Hey guys, we're back another day here. I am cleaning out the coops today. Fun stuff, right? Anyways, I just got it all scraped and scooped out, getting ready to put this bag that we had down of the wood chips, and I've got another bag out there that I'll do that too. This is the silky coop, inside the silky coop, for those of you that haven't seen it. I'll put a link for the video where my honey and my boy built this for me. And so anyways, but this is my silky coop. I absolutely love it. We've got a little shelf over here. We had a bird earlier this spring. They took off earlier, but they built a nest over there, so I just kind of left it alone. It got really dusty, but then I'm like, it's kind of cool having a nest in here, so I just kind of left it alone. Anyways, but it's just kind of nice having a few shelves in here and stuff to just kind of keep things organized. I keep all of the chicken food in here because I know that this one is like totally in the dry and nothing's going to happen to my chicken feed. So
yeah, this is the most solid coop we've got right now.
it is. And then I just realized today I put the batteries in their automatic door over there, and so I'm going to have to get another automatic door because the gears are messed up on it. So
Yeah, we
that
kind of got the
stinks.
cheapest one we could.
We did to see if we would like it.
Well, no, just because that's all we could afford at the
Yeah,
time.
at the time, but I was doing it to see if that was going to be one that was going to work. But with it being in the Alabama heat,
Bless you.
excuse me, and sunshine, chicken coop dust, I guess. It just seems to get brittle really quick. This was only the third year for it, I think it was. And so we're not going to get that kind anymore. I know there's some metal ones out there that are a whole lot more sturdy than what this one is. So if you need one just to last you for a year, the plastic one might do. But it's not real predator proof. But I think this time we're going to just go ahead and bite the bullet, take the plunge, something like that, and get the other one.
Which means we'll have to wait a while because there's no money in the budget for that.
Right, not right yet. So anyways, I'm going to get ready, throw this one down, and get the rest of this back in here because I hear some of them fussing at me because they want in here to lay eggs, I think. You gonna help me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put this all around.
Okay.
Stick it in the corners.
Is this the new one?
Okay.
Hi guys.
All right, I think one more bag's going to do it for this one. What size is this coop, babe?
I can't remember.
I don't either.
It's about that big.
It's about this big. So
Like
I think
medium.
medium size?
Yeah.
Okay, it's medium size. That's what Harley says. So I'm going to put another bag in here. I'm not bringing the shavings all the way to the door due to the fact is this is where I come in the mornings and they go and bring the shavings up to here anyways. Now I've got to scrub up my floor pretty good and try to get that stuff off of there. So I try to keep it away from the door, but they don't work with you on the process. So. Anyways, I want to grab that other bag and bring it in.
My helper's going to stay here.
You're going to stay in here? All right, helper.
And you're still recording.
I'm recording you.
Where I moved the bag from. The silkies are over there and they're just chomping away at the bugs that were
Oh
underneath.
yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go check that out. So she had it stored kind of underneath the coop here. Obviously there's some good grub down underneath there. Oh, look at the babies.
We use the deep litter method for our chickens, and as far as gardeners go, we like that method because that is great compost. I just took a whole wheelbarrow full of the stuff that I pulled out of here, and it's now sitting over at the compost decomposing now.
Yeah, and it's already probably halfway decomposed
Yep.
before it even makes it to the compost pile. So that's a great source of content for your
So about my shoes.
compost pile.
Right, it sure is. All right, well, we've got this all ready for them now. I've got to bring them back in the crate, and I'll set up their little laying area over here that they like, and this one's done.
So it looks like we need to get more for the next coop, huh?
We do. We
Or
need
run
2
the
bags.
TSC.
TSC
bags.
trip.
Okay.
We'll see you in a minute.
I'm Harley.
I'm Deb,
I'm Rob.
and we're headed to TSC, right?
Yay!
That's the side thing.
Whoops.
I was going to Dollar General to grab a couple of water hoses, and it turns out this turned into a bigger trip than I thought it was going to be.
Not my fault. I'm cleaning out the coops, and I got a little helper for the coops.
Me.
Yes. So, we're busy today.
Yeah.
We're getting some stuff done.
Lots of homestead stuff going on. I cut weeded around the rest of the pig fence. Zach did a bunch of it the other day,
Yep.
and I finished all the way down to the end, and it's still not zapping.
The fence is not working.
So
Here's my thought.
I'm just glad our pigs are trained to it already because
Right.
they're staying in.
Yep. Here was another thought I had, and one of the reasons I wanted to go to
You need to
TSC.
use it if you're
Oh,
talking.
sorry. So one of the reasons I wanted to go to TSC, and I hadn't talked to him about this is a unit that we got after we moved here. My question is does it have a 1-year warranty on it?
No.
All right, guys, I'm trying to get where the sun is not in my eyeballs and not in y'all's eyeballs. So anyways, yeah, Daisy Mae did a number on my hair earlier. I was sitting on the couch and she decided to jump on my head. Figure that out. Anyway, I'm back out here after lunch, and what we're doing out here is we have got our main chicken layer yard out here. It's right next to the silky one over here. The one that has all the baby chicks in here is this one right here. We call it the playpen because they're growing out. They're little ones. Get it? Playpen. Anyways. And then there's our silky coop. There's Harley's pool. She loves going swimming. Anyways, we've got this massive peach tree right here, and it gives some of the best peaches. They're really good, really juicy. So anyways, right here we have got Polish, and I've just got like a male and a female, and then another one that you don't know if it's a male or female yet that I hatched out. So fingers crossed it's a female. Don't know yet. But we had some high winds the other day and our tarps got tore up. So I had the one that came with the playpen on this one. Well, now it's all tore up. It's shredded after like having it for not even a year. And I thought, that's pretty sad. So what I did is I've got a gray tarp. I know it's going to be probably bigger than what I really want. But what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take some of the little holders. They're like little balls. They're elastic. They remind me of ponytail holders back in the day that your mom used to whack you in the head with. Anyways, at least my mom did several times when she was trying to put them in. Sidetrack. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and try to put, like double up this tarp and put it up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it by myself. If I can, woohoo! If I can't, I'm going to enlist help. But also what I'm doing is I am cleaning out this coop here now. This one is the one that all of our layers sleeping, well, that one, and then this one over, not that one, this one over here. They sleep in that one at night too. And it just depends. I call these the little church ladies because they're some of my older hens. They want to be left alone. They're not willing to do the party route with the other ones that stay in the big coop. They're just like, hens or roosters go over here with the younger hens, and then my little old ladies hang out over here. They're like, too rowdy for me over in the big coop. I'm staying over here in my little senior high rise, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, they're too cute. So, but they talk to me, they chatter all day. Like whenever I come out in the mornings, they're like just chattery, so chattery. So I guess I'm getting caught up on the latest gossip that they heard that night. I don't know. So anyways, so let's go ahead. We're going to get going here. Now some of the tarps pieces are like all over the place here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect up some of those and put them in a bucket and get ready to throw them in the trash and everything like that. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. So let's get back busy, shall we? Okay, so this coop right here, a friend gave it to me. And it's adorable, the design of it and everything. But one of the things is that it was already falling apart. So I think what we're going to do with that is maybe use it as a pattern to make a new coop out of. I don't think it's at the point where it can be saved. So sad, because my little chickies love it. You'll see them in there during the day, but at night, they won't go in there at night. It's almost like they know that it's not real safe to go in or something. I don't know. It won't protect them. So anyways, this wire one right here, I used it for a brooder for when they transition from going from the inside brooder to coming out here. This gets the big kids used to the little kids. Makes sense. So anyways, that kind of helps them integrate without the little ones getting hurt. So that's the way that I kind of transition chickens from coming from the inside, coming to the outside to introduce them to the whole chicken flock. And it works. I mean, I've never had it to where they pick on a chicken that comes outside or anything like that. They just get used to them and they're good to go. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and move that back over here because I move it around. And that puts them on fresh grass every day. So anyways, I've got one. I have one that's named Miss Nosy. She's the smaller of the white ones. And another one called Miss Busybody. And she's kind of like Miss Nosy, only a little bit bigger. And you might see him following me around. But Miss Nosy, whenever you're doing anything out here, she's got to know what's going on. So while I'm cleaning up and stuff, right now she's busy with the big girls. And they're scratching for grubs and whatever else they can find. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get back busy and try to get this done. Hi, baby. For those of you that have been following our channel, whenever I move that thing, I think of this. For those of you that follow our channel for a little while, when we lived on Hall Drive, we first got Harry and Hazel. It was hilarious. They would come over into the chicken area and they wanted the chicken food. Well, these are cooney pigs, and Hazel decided she wanted the chicken feed that was inside of this little wire cage. The pig was walking around with a wire cage on her for about a half an hour before I realized what the knocking was on the back of the house. Yeah, pigs, go figure. All right, we're headed over to the chicken coop now. What we're going to do, come on, let's go. Oh, I got to show you. So I was working earlier on the chicken coops before I went in. Can you guys see these? Harley took off her boots and she put those socks on the handles so it would be squishy on the handle so it wouldn't hurt my hand. She's the cutest thing, guys. Okay. Little Harleyisms is one of the things that we totally enjoy here on the farm. So she was talking to Papaw earlier about his beard. Because you guys jump over to Brown Thumb Nursery and you'll see about his beard, what he did with his beard. She was talking about his beard and his mustache. Okay. And then we parked at TSC earlier today and we got out, and there's a yellow Camaro with the black on it. Looks kind of like Bumblebee. And she was like, she freaked out. She loves Transformers. And so she was like, that's Bumblebee. And she said, maybe Octopus Prime is somewhere too, because he's blue and red. Let's look. So we were looking for Octopus Prime. Just watching for him in case he showed up. Yeah. Harleyisms. You've got to love them. Oh my word. All right, let's get these done. I'm ready to have these coops cleaned out. They have got a mess in here. Yeah. They like rearrange everything during the day. I mean, crates that I had over in one corner, they end up over in another corner, and I don't know. Go figure. Chickens. All right. I got to go get my wheelbarrow. I'll be right back. Okay. There we go. I don't like this job, that part of it. Okay. It makes you sweat. Okay, so now I've just got to go over and get my 2 bags and put my chips in here, my wood chips in there. But I know we talked just a little bit ago about it already breaking down and decomposing and everything. What we do is generally about twice a year, we go in and we take all of the wood chips out. Now, when it starts to smell a little bit and things start getting a little in there, I'll just throw a new layer down. That's the deep litter method that we were talking about. However, I haven't thrown anything down. There's a little bit, but you won't be able to see it because it's on the bottom of some of this stuff from where I threw it down just about a month or so ago. But let me show you how this breaks down, and then we're going to mix it in with our other stuff in the compost pile. But look at this, all right? Let me take you out of the tripod. Hold on. Okay, check this out. Look at how nice and broken down that all is. Now that's your wood chips, your chicken poop, and everything like that. So when you're putting that on your flower bed and everything like that, just think of all of this nutrients that you're putting back into the soil just by composting and cleaning out your chicken coop by using that deep litter method. It's going to save you quite a bit. And compost and stuff like that, if you buy your own compost, it's like you're making your own dirt. So anyways, I'm going to run this over to the compost pile and grab my 2 bags, and then we'll get that down, and then we'll be done with the chickens, at least for now, because we've got to mow where the chicken fence has been, and we want to extend it out back some too, so that the silkies have room to run and play and stuff like that. So anyways, let's get back busy, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I had to go grab them over in the car. I'm hot, I'm tired. I'm like so done for the day. But the thing is that when you own a farm, you know what? Let's have a chat. I'll sit here in the shade where the breeze can blow. When you guys have a farm, maybe some of you are at that point where you already have the farm and you know what I'm getting ready to say and how it rings true. Because I've talked to a lot of friends that are homesteaders, that are farmers. You see these homestead channels that they do so much, like over a course of a year, let's say, right? And their farms, you don't see the messy parts and all of that stuff, right? You think they have it all together. I might have it all together, but I forget where I put it half the time, right? So anyways, one of the things that I have come to realize over the last year, number one, I'm not as young as I used to be. It's just a fact of life, which makes you think, okay, oh, that breeze. Which makes you think, okay, what else can I do? How can I continue to develop this property so when I am still like 70 years old, which that's in what, 15 years, that I'm still going to be able to enjoy, well, yeah, 15 years, that I'm still going to be able to enjoy this property and still be able to take care of my chickens and still be able to do different things, right? So how do I continue to develop it to make it better? The other thing that you've got to remember is Rome wasn't built in a day. One of the things that I have come to find out, and the Lord corrected me on this one day, is I was feeling so down because I wasn't getting everything done that I was supposed to be done. Now, this was a while ago. This wasn't while we were homesteading or anything like that. But I revisit it because of still feeling like I never get enough done in a day. The Lord I was reading Proverbs 31. It talks about the perfect woman, right? She takes care of her household. Her husband is like always taken care of. Her kids are taken care of. She homeschools. She bakes. She does the sourdough. She does everything from scratch. She cans. She preserves. She gardens. She takes care of the animals. She makes sure the grass is cut. She makes sure her flower beds look perfect and there's not a weed in it. You just kind of feel, how in the world am I getting all of this done, right? I mean, let's be real. Us ladies, we beat up on ourselves a lot because we just feel like we can't do it all, you know? And there's still days that I feel like that. But then when I was reading that one day, and I was really, of course the tears were coming because I was really feeling really insufficient. And just like I'm not getting done what I need to get done for my family. And the Lord told me, he said, Deb, she didn't do it all in one day. Yeah, but what about 1 month, Lord? You know, that's what your comeback's going to be. But the thing is that he doesn't expect us to get everything done in one day. I mean, I am not going to have the rainbow basket of eggs that I want. You know, it takes time to develop. I've got chicks growing out that are new colors that I want in my egg basket, right? I've got fruit trees that we need to get the wire ran in the post in the ground to get that Espaya style, because we know that that's going to be what works for us here on our homestead. I've got a garden in the side front of my yard where we didn't expect to put a garden, but we needed to do something to get some food in the ground, right? So you do what you can with what you've got, and then you grow from there. And I have come to realize that our homestead is not going to be picture perfect in a year or two period. We are always going to be working on it. So I'm starting to focus on, okay, here's where our home is on our property. And those of you that work and that know about zoning for your homestead, I'm going to start working on zone 1. In between, I've got to mow, you know, and our son helps with the weed eating, and Rob does the weed eating. Kayla, she'll get out there and mow some when she can with Bubby and stuff like that. But we've got to work together as a team to get everything done, or else we're not going to get it done. But as far as working on zone 1 and getting it to where we want it, and then let's work out from there. Now, are there going to be things along the way that happen that you need to take care of? Yes, that's a fact of life. That just happens. Like, we had a storm come through the other day. Lo and behold, here comes a tree that was dead that we didn't realize that was in our tree line. And the structure that we used to house building materials, it fell on the back part of it. Dag nabbit. Now here's another project that we're going to have to do. So now we're talking, do we go ahead and replace this? Or do we get a couple shipping containers and build a barn with the shipping containers on the sides? That's what we really think that we're going to do, though. Who knows what we're going to do? It just depends on what's in the budget and what we're going to be able to do. We've got a list of things that we've started that we haven't gotten done. So like the roof on the rest of the workshop, that's got to be completed. My office, that needs to be completed. Once I get my office done, then the plans for the potager garden can start at that point. I learned a bunch today in a class that I took, and I've got more of the class to do, but it's herbscaping, and it's going to be like a potager garden meets the herb garden, but it's going to be all herbs that are for my apothecary. It's like a family medicine chest that's all herbal, 100% natural. So it's going to have like all kinds of stuff in it, fever headaches, and I want to plant a ginkgo biloba tree. I want to have elderberry and all kinds of stuff, but it's going to be in my potager garden. And so next to that might be growing, whatever, asparagus and Brussels sprouts and, all kinds of other fun stuff. And my lettuce might be in pretty swirls. I don't know. So I'm going to have to pick Tracy's brain on how I'm going to be able to do that. So Tracy, I'm going to hit you up. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Just Dig It Farms, Tracy and Jean is amazing. They're just amazing. Love them people to death. But, so anyways, back to the Proverbs 31 woman. I strive to be her. I'm not her. I know that I've got to get my ducks in a row, but guys, I've got chickens and they're everywhere. Yeah. I know I've got to get chicken fences moved. I've got to get playpens moved. I've got to figure out if I want to keep these Polish chickens or if I want to get rid of the Polish chickens. So if you guys are in our area and you want a couple Polish chickens, a female and a male that are the buff color, hit me up. Because we're going to be moving their pen, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. I've just found that I don't enjoy the Polish chickens now that I don't have Ricky. I miss my Ricky. He was full of sass, vim, and vigor, and vinegar, as my papa would used to say. And but I loved him, and he was a sweet boy, and he liked to be carried places. You can see him on some of my previous videos from when we were over on Hall Drive, and I'd carry him around. But so anyways, I miss him. That's the Polish that I miss. If I still had him and Lucy, I would be just peachy keen and having Polish chickens, but I don't. So I'm going to get rid of my Polish chickens. I'm keeping my silkies because I love my silkies. I do need to thin out my flock some, so I'm going to be getting rid of some of those. And all of my layers, I'm adding to my layers because I want to make sure that our family has enough eggs. And then I also want to see if possibly we can have like a little egg stand. I know I've got a couple people at church that want to purchase eggs when I get my flock back up there. I did have quite a few, and I started losing chickens. There was a possum that was in here one night and freaked me out because I walked in on it munching on my eggs, and I'm like, I thought it was a chicken. I was getting ready to dispatch a chicken. I thought she was getting into him. One in specific, but I think she was trying to protect him. I really do. So anyways, you learn all of this stuff as you go, and I don't know, you just take it day by day and you do what you can do and you go from there. So I'm going to finish up getting this thing all bedded back down for my babies for tonight. And I'm going to let you guys get back to busy, whatever you guys were going to be doing. Hopefully this helps you feel better that if your homestead's not picture perfect, welcome to the club. Neither is ours. But you know what? It's our homestead that we dreamed of for years. And we are living our dream. Whether it looks like the movie Homestead or not, it's our homestead. And we got a mountain and an old barn. And I'm happy. And my family's with me. And my mommy and poppy's right on the other side of the mountain. And God's still in control. So the whole world looks like it's went crazy. So anyways, you guys be blessed. And I'll talk to you later.